So now let's continue with a few more questions. Just note the format that I am doing these problems in, because almost every problem has the same format to follow. Okay, sorry. So now that the first one's done, let's go to the second one. So question number 2, sine inverse 4 by 5 plus 2 tan inverse 1 by 3 is equal to pi by 2. So as I told you, step 1 is to always write your inverse terms as a variable, as a value or an alphabet. Okay, replace chedam. Okay, so sine inverse 4 by 5 is equal to a and replace cheyali. Okay, దీన్ని a అని తీసుకున్నాను అండ్ ఈ tan inverse 3ని 1 by 3ని b అని తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, సో tan inverse 1 by 3 is equal to b. Now step 2 ఏంటి? Rewrite the question. Okay, so what did I get? I'm replacing sin inverse 4 by 5 with a, tan inverse 1 by 3 with b. Okay ma, I'm replacing sin inverse 4 by 5 with a, tan inverse 1 by 3 with b. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఒక 2 ఉంది కాబట్టి, so 2b is equal to pi by 2. Okay, now in step 3, step 3 lo I'm going to take a function on both sides. So what I will do, I will take sine on both sides here, ఎందుకంటే taking sine pi by 2 is 1 కాబట్టి. Okay, taking sine on both sides. Okay, itla steps రాయడం for your clarity ma. Okay, because since every problem is following the same format, I'm writing like this, but you need not mention these steps like this. Okay, step 1, step 2, step 3 itla రాయకలేదు, just for your own clarity. Okay, so sin a plus 2b ఏమైపోతుందమ్మా? sin a plus b ఫామ్ కదా, sin a cos 2b plus cos a sin 2b is equal to 1. So identi telusa, this is my step that I have to prove. ఇది మనకు వచ్చేసింది because we've rewritten the question in this way. ఈ step మనము prove చేస్తే LHS equal to RHS, we would have proved the question. Okay, now consider LHS here. Okay na, considering LHS, we need the values of sin a, cos a, sin 2b and cos 2b. Okay, so as you can see, sin a is already 4 by 5. ఇది మనకు తెలుసు. ఎలా తెలుసు? If sin inverse 4 by 5 is equal to a, sin inverse not పంపిస్తే sin a is equal to 4 by 5. Okay, now if sin a is 4 by 5 ma, what should cos a be? Suppose ఇది a అనుకుందాం, opposite by hypotenuse మన sin. So adjacent ఏం అవ్వాలి? 3. So cos a ఏంటి? 3 by 5. Alright, now we have to find the values of sin 2b and cos 2b, for which we know that tan inverse 1 by 3 is b. Okay, here I know tan inverse 1 by 3 is equal to b. If I take tan to the other side, I will get 1 by 3 is equal to tan b. Correct? With tan b, can I find out sin 2b, nana? What is sin 2b in terms of tan? ఎప్పుడైనా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. sin 2b is equal to 2 tan b by 1 plus tan square b. And అలాగే cos 2b is equal to 1 minus tan square b by 1 plus tan square b. So we've learned this in our trigonometric identities, I mean the transformations, ratios chapter. Okay, so tan b value 1 by 3 plus 1 plus 1 by 3 square, which is 1 by 9. So దీన్ని simplify చేస్తే we get 2 by 3 into 9 by 10. Okay, 3 3s. So this is 6 by 10, ఇది 5, అంటే I got 3 by 5. Alage, so what's cos 2b ma? 1 minus 1 by 3 square, which is 1 by 9 by 1 plus 1 by 9. So what do I get? 8 by 9 by 10 by 9. So 9 cancel, we will get 8 by 10, which is 4 by 5. Okay, so our sin 2b is 3 by 5 and cos 2b is 4 by 5. అయిపోయింది. Alright, so now that sin A, cos A, sin 2b, cos 2b, we have the values of all of them. Let's just put in this equation that we have to prove. Okay, so LHS lo sin A cos 2b plus cos A sin 2b. Put in all the values. Sin A is 4 by 5 into cos 2b is again 4 by 5 plus cos A anta 3 by 5 into sin 2b anta 3 by 5. So we have 16 by 25 plus 9 by 25, which is equal to how much? 25 by 25, which is equal to 1. And that's it. RHS anta kana? From the equation 1 you can see that RHS is also 1. LHS is equal to RHS. Hence proved. Okay, super easy. Alright, so going by the same format, let's look at the next question. Question number 3. Third bit chedam. Sin inverse 3 by 5 plus sin inverse 8 by 17 is equal to cos inverse 36 by 85. Okay nana, so step 1 ఏమనుకున్నాం మనము, we have to replace all the inverse functions with any value. Okay, a value is an alphabet. Okay, so దీన్ని a అనుకుందాం, దీన్ని b అనుకుందాం, దీన్ని c అనుకుందాం. Okay, so what is it? A plus b is equal to c. ఇలా ఉంది. Okay, now what we will do is we will take cos on both sides. Okay, and I'm writing here a is equal to sin inverse 3 by 5 and replace చేసాం. b is equal to sin inverse 8 by 17. c is equal to cos inverse 36 by 85. Okay, these have been replaced in the question. Okay, so now we will take cos on both sides. Why are we taking cos on both sides, ma? ఇప్పుడైనా RHS చూసుకుందాం. Okay, RHS is suppose cos inverse of something undanko, so then we will take cos of cos inverse 36 by 85. Okay na, ఎందుకంటే అప్పుడు cos inverse పోతుంది మనకి, and we will just be left with the value. So usually right side cos inverse undi and ante you take cos on both sides. Suppose right side sin unte take sin on both sides, right side tan inverse unte take tan on both sides. Okay, that is the only logic. So we will take cos on both sides. అప్పుడు ఏమైపోతుందమ్మా, cos of a plus b is equal to cos c. Okay, so cos c వచ్చేసింది కదా. Now let's open the brackets ma. And we already know a cos c value. ఎందుకో తెలుసా, this is nothing but inverse not తీసుకెళ్ళాం అనుకో, this will become cos c is equal to 36 by 35. Okay nana, sorry, cos c is equal to 36 by 85. And from here sin inverse not తీసుకెళ్తే sin b is equal to 8 by 17. And from here sin inverse not తీసుకెళ్తే sin a is equal to 3 by 5. Okay ma, so that's it. Let's just put in the values here. Cos a plus b formula enti, cos a cos b minus sin a sin b is equal to cos c. Cos c value you know it's 36 by 85. So this is the equation that you have to prove. Alright, So now let's look at LHS. LHS తీసుకుంటే cos A cos B. Now you know sin A, from which you can write cos A కదా. sin A 3/5 అంటే cos A 4/5. sin B 8/17 అంటే cos B ఎంత ఉండాలమ్మా? 225 అనుకుంటా. 15/17 ఉండాలి. ఓకే, జస్ట్ చెక్. 225 ప్లస్ 64 మనకి 289 వస్తుంది. రూట్ 289 is 17 కాబట్టి సో 8, 15 and 17 are the Pythagorean triplet. Okay, now just replace the values. Cos A value is 4/5, cos B value is 15/17 minus sin A value ఎంతమా? 3/5 into sin B value ఎంత? 8/17. That's it. So we have 60/85. 60/85 minus 24/85, which is nothing but 36/85, which is nothing but RHS. RHS is also 36/85 kabatti we have LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. Okay, it's pretty easy. Again, same format as I told you, every question has the same format. So every sin inverse term or cos inverse term or any inverse term you will replace with an alphabet A, B and C. Okay, so then respective values raskonde. A is sin inverse 3/5 ante you will write sin A as 3/5. If sin A is so and so, what is cos A? B is sin inverse 8/17 ante sin B 8/17 kabatti cos B 15/17. And then cos C is equal to 36/35. And then what did we do? E equation A plus B equal to C lo cos on both sides తీసుకున్నాం. ఎందుకు తీసుకున్నాం? Whatever is there on RHS, suppose cos inverse ఉంటే we will take cos on both sides. Okay, that's simple. So అంతే. దాని తర్వాత we replaced it. Cos of A plus B is equal to cos C వచ్చింది. Then we replaced cos A plus B formula is equal to 36/85. You got it from this. From the assumption itself you got C is equal to 36/85. Replace చేసాము. Now you have to prove this equation. Just put in all the values. You will get RHS. That's it. Simple.
Alright Nana, let's do the next question. Okay, so last one chudamu. Fourth one, 2 sin inverse 3/5 minus cos inverse 5/13 is equal to cos inverse 323/325. So this is what I have to prove. So as I already told you, first manamu prati dantlo we will replace our inverse function. Step 1, you will replace each of the inverse function with a alphabet like this. Okay, then note down నువ్వు దేన్ని రీప్లేస్ చేసావు with what letter అనేది note down like this. Okay, and what else did you, and you replaced this entire cos inverse term with C. So దీని నుంచి ఏంటి నాన్న? దీని నుంచి I can write sin inverse not పంపిస్తే sin A is equal to 3/5, cos inverse not పంపిస్తే cos B is equal to 5/13, and cos inverse not పంపిస్తే cos C is equal to 323/325. Okay, so now as you can see, our question rewritten is this kada. సో మనం ఏమనుకున్నాము, సపోజ్ మనకి రైట్ హ్యాండ్లో కాస్ ఇన్వర్స్ అని ఉంటే వీ షుడ్ స్టార్ట్ విత్ టేకింగ్ కాస్ ఆన్ బోత్ సైడ్స్. ఓకే, సో వీ విల్ రైట్ దట్ డౌన్, టేకింగ్ కాస్ ఆన్ బోత్ సైడ్స్. సో వాట్ విల్ దట్ బికమ్? Cos of 2a minus b is equal to cos c. Now you already know cos c value kada, manam assume cheskunna dan nunchi cos c value idi. So we will put in 323/325, and this is cos 2a minus b expansion, just like cos a minus b etla rastam manamu, cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Okay, so what is this equation, Nana? This is the equation that we have to prove now. So this is the question that we have rewritten, and ee question ni manamu like for ee statement ni manam ganuka prove chesinatlaithe we would have proved the question. Okay, so all right, now you know the values of sin A, cos B and cos C. We should find out the value of cos 2A kada. Cos 2A ante em kavali nana manaki? We can write it as 1 minus 2 sin square A. Am I right? So we will put that in 1 minus 2 sin square A. So 1 minus 2 times of sin square A and the 9 by 25. So 25 minus 18 by 25, which is 7 by 25. So cos 2A value మనకు వచ్చింది 7 by 25. What do we need kana? After this we need sin 2A value also. Sin 2A value ఏంటి? 2 sin A cos A. So our sin A value is 3 by 5 అంటే cos A value ఏం అవ్వాలి? If sin A value is 3 by 5, cos A value is 4 by 5. ఎందుకని? So if this is a triangle like this is our angle A, sin A is 3 by 5. So this side here would be 25 minus 9 by Pythagoras theorem. So identa root 16 ante idi 4. So cos A would be equal to 4 by 5. Ala ochindi manaki. Okay, so sin 2A value em avali from this, which is nothing but 6 4s are 24. So 24 by 25 is our sin 2A value. Then tarvata em undamma? We need sin B and cos B. So what else is given? Cos B is given as 5 by 13. So sin B em avali from this? Cos B is 5 by 13. So sin B should be 12 by 13. Again going by the same logic, itla triplet తీసుకోవాలి మనము. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ యాంగిల్ B ఉంటే cos ఇది 5 ఇది 13. సో ఆపోజిట్ ఏం అవ్వాలి? రూట్ 169 by minus 25, which is root 144, which is nothing but 12. ఓకే, మనం జస్ట్ పైథాగరస్ థియరం అప్లై చేసాము. వీ ఫౌండ్ అవుట్ ది ఆపోజిట్ సైడ్. ఓకే, చేసాం కదా గ్రేడ్ 10లో. ఓకే, అండ్ సో దట్స్ ఇట్. ఇవన్నీ తీసుకెళ్ళి ఈ వాల్యూస్ అన్నీ వేర్ షుడ్ బి రీప్లేస్ మా? సో cos 2A, sin 2A, I mean this one, sorry, 24 by 25 kada, sin 2A, and then cos B, sin B, we have all these values. So we will replace this in our equation. Dini 2 anukundam because 1 is already there. So LHS would be cos 2A, which is 7 by 25, into cos B, which is 5 by 13, plus sin 2A, which is 24 by 25, into sin B, which is 12 by 13. అంటే ఇదెంతమా? 35 by 25 into 13 is 325. ఓకే, ప్లస్ 24 into 12 మనకి 288 వస్తుంది. సో 288 by 325. Again like terms, రెండింటికి denominator we will take 325 and then adding them up you will get 323. Does this match our RHS value? That's it. So RHS is equal to 323 by 325. So from these two statements I can say that LHS is equal to RHS, and so hence proved. Favorite part of the problem. Okay, and that's it, Nana. It's very simple. So as I said, same format. First step, we will always replace our inverse functions with some values A, B, C. Then you write down what each of it represents. Ante A is sin inverse 3 by 5, so sin A is 3 by 5. Alage cos B is 3 by 5, cos C is so and so. Okay, so we have rewritten our question. Then equation 1 తీసుకున్నాం, and then we saw on RHS there was cos inverse, so we should take cos on both sides. Okay, so once you take cos on both sides, this will be our expanded formula. Okay, cos A minus B apply చేసాము, so we got this. అండ్ దెన్ ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ 2లో వీ జస్ట్ ఫౌండ్ అవుట్ డిఫరెంట్ వాల్యూస్, కాస్ 2a వాల్యూ, సైన్ 2a వాల్యూ, కాస్ b, సైన్ b వాల్యూస్ అన్నీ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసేసి వీ విల్ రీప్లేస్ ఇన్ ద గివెన్ ఈక్వేషన్ అండ్ get that LHS is equal to RHS. Alright, okay Mari, so I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.